let me love you.
Hey you guys, it's Midnight here back for another video, and today I want to talk about the whole controversy surrounding Love in the Air star Noel and Boz. Now just for a quick disclaimer and some things that I just want to say before getting into the video is that I'm so glad that I waited on doing this video because there was just so much different accounts of what happened, and so I had to wait to actually get a good idea or a good understanding of what was going on because Twitter was just a hot mess. So, yeah. And there was just so much he say, she say going on that it was just really hard to just get a good understanding of what's going on, especially since this is a situation where of course, this is a situation of something being digged up and reposted on social media, and of course it being in Thai. So yeah, so that's why it took me a long time to get this video out, because I just wanted to make sure I had my facts correct and stuff like that. So getting into the video, the first thing I want to get into is Noel's whole situation first, because his is pretty much the longest and the most complicated. So basically what happened was someone had pretty much digged up a post that was from 2016. So basically when Noel was 17, I believe. And it was a post of him allegedly making very homophobic and pedo jokes online on social media with his friend, which clearly was not the case. Now, what made this whole situation so difficult was because of the fact that, of course, I feel like international fans were put in a very bad place because most of us cannot speak Thai, or we cannot understand Thai. And sometimes, because Thai is a very difficult language to learn, it is hard to put certain things into English. It's hard to translate things back into English. So, of course, this being a situation of he say, she say, you had a lot of people, which made this whole situation kind of explode and kind of get out of hand. Is the fact that people were, of course, screenshotting the original post that Noel had posted, and then they would translate it. They would go into notes and translate it. And of course, like I said, when people translated it in English, it didn't make any sense. So yes. So basically what Noel was being accused of wasn't even what happened. So to kind of give you a breakdown of what the messages basically said, basically him and his friend, him and the other party in the conversation were basically playing as though they were in a same-sex relationship. Basically is what they were doing. They were just, flirting with each other. To me, I did find it, I was confused because it's not what I expected from, again, what I was hearing from a lot of people. It was not what I expected. So yeah, but again, it was very harmless. They were just, joking, playing around. It wasn't that serious. Now, where it gets a bit funny, or I don't want to say funny, but it becomes a bit sticky, is when you had other random people, and like I said before, this was on social media. So you had other random people coming in and making inappropriate jokes online. And mind you, this was after the long thread of comments that Noel and his friends were making. So basically, a lot of people lumped in these random people's inappropriate jokes with the conversation that Rain and his friend were having. So this is why like there was so much confusion and misunderstanding with the fact that people thought that Noel was also making very inappropriate jokes, when that was not the case. Um, Now, when it comes to Noel's situation, I don't really like the way that me Man Y handled this whole situation. Considering that this is a situation that ultimately put a stain on Noel's reputation. Um, I felt like they should have protected Noel in that situation. They had, before they had him issue that apology, they should have investigated this situation, because looking at his text messages, I mean, looking at the messages, the post, they were very innocent, they were very harmless, so it made me really feel bad that someone like him had to go through that and had to issue an apology for something that wasn't even that big of a deal. And like I said before, I felt bad, extremely bad, for international fans, because we could only go based on what we heard and what we saw, because we don't understand Thai, and stuff like that. And I kind of wish that like Noel had went live or did something to kind of like clear his name in some sort of way. Um so yeah. Now moving on to Boss's whole situation. His situation wasn't even that serious for me personally, but for Thai people, yes. And I respect how Thai people feel. They have a right to feel how they feel. So with Boss's whole situation, whoever dug into his both of their uh old posts, um Boss's post was from last year, January, July of last year, something like that. And it was a picture of him basically wearing a skirt and just saying that, oh, he can't, I guess he can't be like um revealing, like too revealing in the skirt, something like that. But what he said came off misogynistic, in the sense that women can't get essayed for wearing something revealing. So, which, like I said, I guess for most international fans, we didn't really, it wasn't a big deal to us. Unlike for Thai fans or whatever. And yes, Boss issued out an apology. And one thing I will say is that he did handle it well. I like how he, of course, said what he was sorry about. Like he, admitted to what the issue was, and he apologized for it. He just didn't just say, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry, and it won't happen next time." Like, and he actually deleted the post, which I thought, I don't think he should have deleted the post. I just think that if he could, he should have just changed the caption and just left it at that. Um so yeah, like I said, I think for me the main thing is just that I just did not like the way that me and Y handled the situation at all. They, like, I just found it to be like weird, because I'm like, Boss and Noel is, they're two people who bring in a lot of like attention to your company, and this is how you're going to handle your talents. Like Noel and Boss have such potentials, to grow as actors. And this is how you're going to like, this is how you're going to handle things like this. I just thought that this whole thing could have been handled way better than it did. That way better than it got handled. And I don't like how Meme and Y, they literally did not do no investigation. Like I said, they didn't, they just reposted Boss and Noel's apology. And also the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, Boss and Noel was supposed to go live last Saturday, which from my understandings, we didn't get one. We didn't, and do correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, they didn't go live last Saturday. And Meme and Y basically had issued out a statement that both Boss and Noel had issued on their own platforms, their own Instagrams, that they were going to let us know when they were going to go live again. So I was like really confused. And me and my wife literally they really did not have no part in this situation. They basically just let Boss Noel handle this whole situation, which to me was weird. Um, yeah. So yeah. So I just feel like this whole situation sucked, especially for international fans. And I just hope that this thing gets handled. Like, if something like this happens again in the near future, I just hope that it does not get handled the same way that it did. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe and hit that bell notification for more uploads. And do tell me how you felt about this situation in a comment. Do not hesitate to explain how you feel and whatnot. This was a very difficult thing to handle, especially since, a lot of people just got so caught up in, like, their emotions, their feelings, and just so much just misunderstanding going on. So like I said, please do comment and let me know how you guys feel about this situation. So bye. And also please do have a good day and stay safe.